can't be on that live.
The Delta State football team played its final regularly scheduled home game on Saturday, November 9th at Parker Field at McCool Stadium in Cleveland. The Statesmen honored their seniors as they hosted Concordia College out of Alabama for a non-conference game. DSU's first possession of the game quickly ends in a touchdown. Tyler Sullivan to Jarvis York for a 10-yard score. Statesmen up 7-0 with about 6 minutes gone from the clock. Concordia looking to punt away its next possession, but it's blocked. Ken Gray scoops up the ball, takes it in for the touchdown, 14-0 Delta State. Statesmen defense on point in this game. Concordia quarterback throws the ball off camera. Fred Marshall comes up with the interception for DSU. Statesmen take advantage. Handoff to Michael Davison. He's free and clear into the end zone. 21-0 DSU. Statesmen start pouring it on. Sullivan drops back, finds Casey Osborne getting air in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Delta State, now leading 28-0 in the first quarter. Concordia not helping itself any. Running back looking to get around the Statesmen defense, but Wilson Curtis forces a fumble and recovers it to give DSU the ball back. Statesmen starters about ready to be done for the day. It's only the beginning of the second quarter. Ricky Hunt takes the pass from Sullivan. 29 yards for the score. Delta State up 35-0 now. Here's the definition of capitalizing on turnovers. Dandrick Jackson snags the interception. Goes a short 18 yards untouched for another Statesman score. DSU now up 42-0. Concordia fumbles on fourth down. Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line. One play is all it takes for Richard Freelon to score. 49-0 Delta State. How about another turnover taken by the Statesmen? Romello Wilson snags the interception. A few plays later, Travis Champion hands off to Tim Foy. 4 yards into the end zone. It is 56-0 Statesmen leading in this one. Just before the half, the defense forces another turnover just for fun. Fumble forced by DeCoven Ware, recovered by DSU's Marshall Bergen. What would the final home game be without a little surprise? Newly inaugurated President Bill LaForge reveals he was in the Statesman mascot costume during the first half. Block punts aren't exactly common, but here's your second one of the day. Bergen records the block, Concordia recovers, but it's on their own 3-yard line. First play from scrimmage. DeJuan Belair takes the handoff from Champion and scores for Delta State. Statesmen leading 63-0. Ensuing kickoff, we'll speed it up for you here. That's another Concordia fumble forced by Curtis, recovered by Jericho Beckwith. 2 plays later, Justin MacArthur tumbles into the end zone, making the score 70-0 Delta State. One more turnover for you here. Bergen in the perfect position for the interception. He takes it back 43 yards to the Concordia 36. Moving into the fourth quarter, Belair on the final touchdown of the game. Delta State finishes this one out in victory formation. Your final score, Delta State 77, Concordia 0.
The kids, they prepared, and they came out and they were focused and they took care of business and played hard, got to play a lot of people, and it's a game we needed to be like that because we've been in a lot of nail-biters, so that it was nice to be able to get one and be able to play everybody and get some guys some opportunities.
Yeah, it was a good feeling, going undefeated at home. That was one of our goals this season, and to come out with a performance like that, it shows that, we're a team. If we handle our business, we can go a long way.
Defensively, we need the game like this because, we're going against some high-powered offenses, and we needed one of these kind of games where we go out and shut somebody down and be able to get some confidence and be able to rest some people and get over some bumps and bruises and to be able to get ready for next week.
Well, you just have to play up to the standard that you set for yourself here at Delta State, and that's what the coaches told us all week. So we just prepared well and just came out and played, had us a good game.
For GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.
Abraham's, in historic downtown Cleveland, has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
Millions of people grow up in a family of immigrants. But not everyone stops at nothing to reach their dream. Even fewer have the patience, passion, and perseverance to achieve success. A dream is for those who sleep. I live mine. I'm Pitbull, and I'm one of a kind. Darling.
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi-owned and operated, the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business.
North Sunflower Medical Center now offers laparoscopic hernia surgery performed by Dr. Roger Blake. If you are diagnosed with a hernia, know that you have options when it comes to the type of surgery performed. And if you're a candidate for laparoscopic hernia surgery, Dr. Blake can have you back to a normal routine the very next day. Have your doctor refer you to North Sunflower Medical Center for a consultation with Dr. Roger Blake. Get back on your feet in no time and find out why people are saying, "Take me to Ruleville."
Monday, November 4th saw the start of the 2013-2014 college basketball season in Cleveland, Mississippi. The Delta State University men's team welcomed in Division I rival Mississippi Valley State University from just down the road in Itabena. Walter Sillers Coliseum was rocking with fans and students, providing a great atmosphere for the first game of the year. Both the Statesmen and Delta Devils came ready to play. First half here, Willie Reedus goes under the defenders to get the bucket. DSU leads by 1. Mike Washington grabs the rebound, backs up into the paint, and lays in the score. Game is tied 6-6 early on. Statesmen get a spark from beyond the three-point line as Jack Madgen pulls up at the top of the key. Delta State leads 11-9. Watch Cornell Knight fly around the paint here. He grabs the rebound, moves to the other side, puts it back in the hoop. Statesmen up by 2. Alistair Chisholm comes off the bench and immediately makes an impact on the inbounds play. He gets it on the block, one dribble, and the score. Mike Weems, also coming from the sidelines, hits the jumper, puts the Statesmen back on top 31-30. Still in the first half, but here's your highlight of the night. Cornell Knight with a great fake, then turnaround fadeaway jump shot. At halftime, Delta State and Valley are tied at 39. Second half, Delta State comes out firing. Madgen with another 3 from the top of the key. Reedus gets the ball at the foul line, then drives inside to score just like that. Statesmen are up 5. Make that 7 as Devin Schmidt goes over the rim to score. Delta State leads 46-39 about 2 minutes into the second half. About 12 minutes to play now. Reedus gets hammered inside, kicks it to Schmidt. He's wide open, and the freshman sinks the 3. Tie game at 61 apiece with about 5 minutes to play. Madgen fixes that with a 3-pointer for the Statesmen. About 3 minutes on the clock, and the Devils take the lead back. Madgen once again comes through from beyond the arc. Delta State up 69-68, and that is a lead the Statesmen never relinquish. Free throws seal the deal, and Delta State beats Mississippi Valley State 78-68. Head coach Jim Boone says getting the first win of the season, even if it is an exhibition game, is a good jumping off point for his team.
Well, it feels great. I mean, it'd be nice if it counted as something, but it does. It counts as bragging rights. These two programs, we heard about it all last year when they beat us at their place. So it's awesome to get a win. I appreciate their coaching staff. There's not too many staffs that would bring their team on the road to play a game like this. And I'm very impressed with their basketball team. So it's good. It gives us something really good to build upon as we go into the coming weekend, where we're going to have to play better than we played tonight, but I think we'll be ready to do that.
Reedus finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 steals. Madgen was 4 of 7 from three-point range, 6 of 11 from the floor for 16 points and 5 rebounds. Schmidt finished with 13 points. Chisholm and Knight had 11 points each, and Washington grabbed 5 rebounds and 7 points. But what Coach Boone was most impressed with? The fan support.
I'll tell you what I loved about our first game. I loved the intensity that we had here in Steelers Coliseum. Really appreciate our athletic teams, our student body, our community coming out to support us. You know, this is a rival game that goes back way beyond my time at Delta State, and you can tell it. You know, this game tonight had an atmosphere and an intensity level of play that matched that of being in the postseason. We can't replicate that in practice. What an outstanding opportunity for our basketball team to play in that environment. And I was really pleased with our team. I thought we played really hard. Did we make some mistakes? Yes, that's expected. It's this is our first game in the lights, so to speak. So hopefully we can take some of the things that we didn't do as well, use this video, improve upon them. But in terms of our intensity level, our defense in spurts, and I thought we were fearless. I just thought we were absolutely fearless tonight, and we attacked them, and if we didn't get what we wanted, we just kept coming at them. So I'm really pleased.
Basketball season is officially underway. The Delta State University women's basketball team welcomed in-state rival Mississippi Valley State University to Walter Sillars Coliseum in Cleveland on Monday, November 4th for an exhibition game to kick off the 2013-2014 season. Being an exhibition game, the location was a bit abnormal because the NCAA only allows Division I schools to play those kinds of games on site. However, the Devilettes gym is undergoing renovations, so the NCAA granted a waiver, allowing the game to be played in Cleveland. Valley scores first, but reigning Gulf South Conference Freshman of the Year Chelsea Rhodes picks up this season where she left off the last, sinking a three-pointer to put the Lady Statesmen on top early. Valley gets a few buckets and goes up 13-7 on DSU in the first half. Rhodes feeds Seneca Walton on the post, cutting the lead to 4. About 6 minutes to play in the half now. Walton returns the favor. Rhodes wide open, drains another 3. Lady Statesmen trail 21-16 though. Post play working for Delta State. Randy Ball to Becca Rux. Lady Statesmen down by 1. That's the deficit at halftime. Delta State trailing Valley 25-24. Second half action here now. Adisa Jackson drives around the foul line, throws up the score, and draws the foul. Lady Statesmen take the lead here, 32-31. The lead seesaws back and forth the rest of the game. Rux showing muscle in the paint. DSU up 34-33. About 4 minutes to play. Ball goes to Maisha Stewart. She dumps it into Walton. Lady Statesmen lead 44-43. Stewart helping Walton out now. She grabs the rebound, goes back under, gets the bucket. 3-point lead for Delta State. 2:38 to play when the Lady Statesmen get their largest lead of the game. Ball to Walton on the block. She hits the short jumper, 50-43 Delta State. With just a minute to go, Rhodes controlling the ball. She drives to the opposite side, tosses it up, ball falls in, she draws the foul. With the 3-point play, Delta State is up 3. Valley ties it up with 54 seconds to play, but then Rhodes plays smart. She drives, draws the foul with 1 second left on the clock, sinks 2 game-winning free throws, and the Lady Statesmen hold on for the win, 55-53 over Mississippi Valley State.
We were excited to play. Team was excited, probably a little bit of jitters to begin with, but overall, for what we've tried to work on, especially defensively, thought we did a pretty good job against a very talented Mississippi Valley team that's picked high in the SWAC conference, and Coach Robinson does a good job, and they have some good players. So we'll watch the film. I know there's a lot to work on, but good job for a first game.
With just a 2-point victory, head coach David Midlick agrees that sometimes a team just needs to get the first game out of the way, no matter how it plays.
There is, especially for the newcomers, and you want to be successful with what you do. I mean, you want to have, a little validation that what you're doing is making sense to them, and they can see it out on the court against a different team.
Rhodes finished the game with 19 points, a perfect 11 for 11 at the free throw line. Walton grabbed 17 rebounds and scored 13 points. Ball took away 5 steals to go with 4 points. Stewart had 11 rebounds, and Rux scored 6 points.
Defensively, half court, thought we did a good job against a team that's aggressive, that drives the ball to the basket, that was probably bigger than us in every position. I thought we got a little more aggressive offensively in the second half. If the next question is what we have to work on, defensive transition, without a doubt, didn't talk a whole lot. We missed some assignments. We go up 7 late in the second half. We allow them to make a 7-0 run, just not playing smart, tough basketball, smart basketball, and talking. So it's good that all those things are correctable.
Coach David Midlick says he liked the way his newcomers played in the opening game, too.
Mimi Stewart, number 10 from Greenville, that played at Mississippi Delta, did a really good job, gave us a spark off the bench in both halves, and really made some big plays down the stretch. And Missa Jackson did as well, too. And then Mary Carol Davis is a newcomer that started for us. So hopefully they'll continue to feel comfortable.
For GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.
Millions of girls are told they're pretty. But not many end up becoming a model. Even fewer decide to put their face in front of someone who wants to rearrange it. And now, instead of fighting for a cover shot, I'm fighting for gold. I'm Michaela Mayer, and I'm one of a kind.
Abraham's, in historic downtown Cleveland, has Clover Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis. My Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans. My Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
Hi, my name is Pearson Wyndham. I'm an ear, nose, and throat physician with ENT Consultants of North Mississippi. Being an ear, nose, and throat specialist, we see a wide array of patients, both pediatric and adult. Some common procedures would be tympanostomy, tube placement, tonsillectomy, adenoidectomy, sinus surgery. Being from the Delta, I felt like I could come back and provide a needed service. We're proud to be able to offer this service here at North Sunflower Medical Center.
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi owned and operated, the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership, offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options. Let the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business.
The Delta State men's basketball team welcomed 3 top-notch Division II squads to Walter Sillers Coliseum in Cleveland for the Delta Challenge on November 9th and 10th. The Statesmen and Arkansas Monticello each got a chance to play Eckerd and nationally ranked number 9 Florida Southern. On Saturday, DSU faced Florida Southern and the Mocs jumped out to an early lead, but the Statesmen fight back. Devin Schmidt feeds Jack Madgen in the paint. Madgen gets the bucket. Delta State leads 6-5. This time Madgen goes outside the arc, pulls up at the top of the key, sinks the 3. Statesmen have a 4-point lead. Check out Delta State passing the ball very well. It gets to Willie Reedus on the block. He gets the bucket, draws the foul. Statesmen up 11-9. The Mocs leave Madgen open. He makes them pay. With another 3, Delta State holds a 5-point lead. A good start for the Statesmen, but Florida Southern kicks it into gear here, proving it deserves a national ranking. Delta State falls 89-66. Sunday brought a chance for the Statesmen to face another talented team from Florida in Eckerd. This game was an instant classic. The Tritons held a slim lead for the entire first half of basketball, but watch the Statesmen claw their way back from a 13-point deficit in the second half. About 5 minutes to play, Delta State has used foul shots to get a 1-point lead. Madgen drives the lane, uses the backboard to make the shot. DSU up 57-54. Tied at 58 now, but Magin sees another opportunity. Drives, tosses the ball over the rim. Statesmen up by 2. 1:46 to play when Magin hits Reedus in the paint. Willie muscles his way under the basket, puts Delta State up by 4. Reedus and Alistair Chisholm keep the score knotted up with free throws, and at the end of regulation, we are all tied at 65 all. Let's head to overtime. Freshman Devin Schmidt is the first to score. He blows past the defender, lays in the score, 67-65 Delta. Schmidt again drives baseline this time, fakes out 2 defenders, banks it in, 69-66 Delta. Familiar face, Schmidt with an assist this time though, dishes to Mike Washington. Washington uses his 7'2" wingspan to score. Statesmen up by 5, 71-66. The rest of the game is sealed on foul shots. Delta State gets the overtime win, beating Eckerd 79-73.
Well, I'm not sure about everybody else, but I do know for us that this was a tremendous weekend and certainly supplied a great platform for us to learn a lot about our team, who we are, where we are, and what we need to do to go where we want to go. I couldn't have asked for a better environment. I thought our students and our community support was awesome last night, and I thought it was really good today. And as I said, I think they had a chance to see, really great Division II basketball. A little disappointed that we didn't compete at the level that we need to compete at last night. But again, that's a whole different ball game that we can't replicate in our practices. And the only way to do that is go play the best teams. And obviously Florida Southern is very deserving of all the accolades they've received. And then it's easy to see why Eckerd is picked second in their league. They're really good. And I thought we had to grind out a win. I certainly wouldn't want to script it this way because it was a long afternoon. And I'm certain that I have several more gray hairs than what I had before I started. But at the end of the day, for our team to battle and fight after being down 13 points, after having guys saddled with fouls, and to continue to find a way to win, which is what this ended up being, was great. And the other thing I would add to that kind of goes by the wayside was how good we were defensively down the last 10 minutes of regulation and throughout the overtime, which is the kind of basketball team we've got to be as we progress through this season.
Against Eckerd, Schmidt was the high scorer, totaling 18 points and 8 rebounds. He was 5 of 11 from the field and 7 of 8 at the free throw line. Reedus scored 17 points and grabbed 8 boards. Magin scored 15 points, including 2 3-pointers. Chisholm and Mike Weems both tallied 10 points. Weems hit 2 threes, and Chisholm had 9 rebounds. Washington scored 4 points, Cornell Knight had 2, and freshman Jake Mastranzi came in and knocked down a 3-pointer.
It really comes down to our leaders. When you look at guys like Cornell Knight and Mike Washington and Willie Reedus, I thought they were tremendous. They would not allow our team to buckle. We bent a little bit, but we didn't break. Cornell Knight was a coach on the bench after he fouled out, was a cheerleader on the bench after he fouled out, was the most positive guy we had there, and was just cheering his teammates on. And that's the type of chemistry and team building that we're looking for. So, I wouldn't script it this way, but to find a way to win this game can end up being a huge building point as we progress. Well, I really thought after the Valley game we were a much better offensive basketball team than what we displayed this weekend. We really struggled. We struggled to make shots. We struggled to run our offense. What I was pleased with is the last 10 minutes of this game and the overtime. We probably had the best movement and the best screening and cutting that we've had in this young season. We're going to go to the drawing board. We've got a lot of tape to watch now. Particularly the games from this weekend, because that's the level of play that we want to be at. And I thought our guys did a great job of taking some of the key points we had last night. Last night we did not defend in the gaps well. We gave up too much dribble penetration. We certainly did a much better job with that today. Last night we did not set up cuts. We did not screen. we certainly did a much better job with that today. We've already shown some growth just in 24 hours. If we can just take this and continue to improve, that's what this weekend was all about.
Statesmen are back in action Saturday, November 16th at Lemoyne Owen in Memphis. For GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.
Lady Statesman basketball hit the road for the Comfort Inn Tip-Off Classic in Pensacola, Florida, hosted by the University of West Florida. The Delta State women played 2 games, and it was a win for Game 1 against Tuskegee. DSU picked up a 10-point win, 60-50, in a game where Delta State's 2 main inside players, Seneca Walton and Becca Rooks, both scored 14 points. Unfortunately, Game 2 was a tough loss for the Lady Statesmen as they fell in a close one to Lynn, 65-63. Walton and Rooks also led the offense in that matchup with 17 and 12 points respectively. The Delta State women are back at Walter Sillers Coliseum in Cleveland to face Selma on Tuesday, November 12th. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. For GoStatesmenTV, I'm Caroline George.
Swimming diving just completed a pair of meets in the state of Missouri, with the Statesmen falling to Missouri S&T in the men's-only meet 121-84 on Friday. Saturday saw the Statesmen and Lady Statesmen swim at Drury University, with DSU coming up a little short, men losing 170-67 and the ladies dropping the 145-78 decision. The highlight of the meet was in the women's 400 individual medley, with Melanie Tomer setting a new school record with a new time of 4:27.83, ahead of the school record that was set in 2005. Next up will be a pair of meets this weekend from Arkadelphia, Arkansas, where DSU will compete against Henderson State on Friday and Ouachita Baptist on Saturday. For GoStatesmenTV, I'm James Vallone.
After my dad had hip surgery in Jackson, I asked the doctor to transfer him to the swing bed unit at North Sunflower Medical Center. You have the right to choose where you want to go for continued medical and rehabilitation needs. The swing bed unit at North Sunflower Medical Center offers therapy 7 days a week, so his healing has been phenomenal. Ask your doctor or call for information about North Sunflower Medical Center's swing bed unit. Come and see why people are saying, "Take me to Rouville."
It feels just like being at home.
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi owned and operated, the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
Millions of people grow up in a family of immigrants. But not everyone stops at nothing to reach their dream. Even fewer have the patience, passion, and perseverance to achieve success. A dream is for those who sleep. I live mine. I'm Pitbull, and I'm one of a kind, darling.
Statesmen Soccer finished up the 2013 season on Wednesday, November 6th at Delta Field in Cleveland. The DSU men played a makeup game against Union that was previously rained out, and of course it rained pretty much the entire match on this second go-round. Early on, Union gets a free kick, gets ahead on it, but Statesman goalkeeper Milos Boskovic is there for the save. Delta State on offense now. Frazier Payne to Jackson Lambert. It's a hard kick toward the goal, but the Union keep falls on it. Abraham Salih out and running by himself. Goes for a little chip pass, but the goalie gets there first. Paul Ochnicki puts it in the box to Jonathan Schmaltz. His shot is knocked down. Ochnicki with a free kick. Union tries to clear it. Amin Rahmani gets a foot on it, but it goes wide. Second half action now. Union leading 2-0, trying to make it more. Boskovic dives for another save. Lambert on the throw-in. Salih with a short pass to Ochnicki. He puts it in the back top of the net. Statesman on the board with a goal. Ochnicki free kick goes high. Jack Pilley tries to head it back toward the goal, but the Union keep catches it. Free kick by Amin Rahmani puts it in the box. Pilley jumps about an inch higher than the keep, but that's all you need. Header goal for Pilley, and the Statesmen have 2 scores. Delta State ends up falling to Union 4-2 to end the season. The Statesmen went 3-14-1 in 2013, 2-11-1 in Gulf South Conference play. For GoStatesmen.com, I'm Katie Smith.